Though the Grammys were unfortunately delayed this year, I'm deciding to go ahead with this review as planned. So here's my review of Selena, the film that put J-Lo on the map. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. This time around, I bring to you a review of the 1997 biographical musical drama Selena, released by Warner Brothers and written and directed by Gregory Nava. Of course, this is the film based on the life and career of Tejano superstar Selena Quintanilla Perez, before she was murdered by her fan club president at the age of 23. The film stars Jennifer Lopez, of course you know J-Lo, as the title character in the film that would put her on the map before she went on to do some other movies such as Anaconda and also an appearance in U-Turn, both of which came out I believe the same year, along with Edward James Olmos as her dad Abraham, plus John Seda, Constance Marie, Jacob Vargas, and a host of others. Anyway, the film was released in March of 1997, precisely 2 years after Selena's unexpected death. Anyway, here's how the story starts out. We start out in 1961, where we see a young Abraham Quintanilla and his band, the Dinos, performing. Well, they're preparing to go to a gig, a restaurant in Texas. Well, go for an audition, but they're rejected by him because, well, he's a racist. Why? Because thought the Dinos were Italian. Well, soon they decide to try another one at a Mexican-American nightclub, but a riot ensues when they perform American pop music. Horrible. Anyway, 20 years later, Abraham marries Marcela Zamora and works for, I believe, let's see, I think it works for like an oil company, an oil plant or something like that. But anyway, and they have 3 children. They are Abraham the Third, or AB for short, Suzette, and Selena. Well, apparently, Abraham is surprised when he discovered Selena's singing talent and decides to create a band, much to Marcella's, well, disapproval or something. But anyway, he's planning to and create the band Selena y los Dinos, with Selena on the lead vocals, AB on the bass, and Suzanne on the drums. The kids are reluctant at first, but grow fond of making music, even with singing the old songs. But soon they open up a restaurant and what have you, and they start doing pretty well until the impact of the Reaganomics caused the Quintanillas to go bankrupt and lose their restaurant. So later on, they moved to Corpus Christi, and Abraham takes the band on the road to support the family. Well, Selena performs at a carnival due to a lackluster reception. But however, Selena begins to incorporate more dance and personality into her act. The band's success and its members themselves grow following local performances. Well, I will say that this gets even better. Apparently, Selena becomes a big star, even when especially wearing, well, um, the one scene where, well, Abraham kind of gets a bit of a rude shock when he sees Selena now turning everyone on with just a bra and the little sparkly things and what have you. Well, bedazzled or something like that. I'm sorry. But, well, just explains that all the girls are doing now. All the girl singers are doing. But anyway. So anyway, they soon get to enjoy more live and all that stuff. Then later on, when it was 1990, a dude named Chris Perez appears and auditions for to be the new guitarist for the band. But Abraham disapproves him because he plays heavy metal. They insists that he's a Tejon musician, so he hires him after he agrees to cut his hair. Well, with a little help from Suzanne, one of Selena's friends. I forgot her name though, but well, they managed to get Chris fixed up. Well, Selena likes it. So they come to know each other and eventually fall in love. Well, apparently they get to talk about possibly going right below Texas into like Mexico or something like that. Yeah, to Mexico, and well, they gotta learn everything of what goes down there. But anyway, however, when they're in California, Chris is hanging out with some of his former bandmates in a hotel suite, and they trash it and everything. Abraham threatens to fire him, but AB pleads with him to reconsider, pointing out that he is needed for their upcoming tour. They can't find no replacement or something. So after that, Selena and her group begin their tour of Mexico. Promoters are worried when they discover she does not speak Spanish well, but she quickly wins everyone over with her personality and care for her fans. Well, she puts on her show, but it almost goes awry when its larger than expected crowd rushes the stage. Selena calms the crowd and draws them into a joyous performance of a song that really became big of hers and is expected as an artist for the people in Mexico. Oh, but things take a turn for the worse, and Abraham catches Selena embracing Chris on the tour bus. And boy, he's really enraged, tore up. In other words, it's pretty PO that fires Chris and threatens a heartbroken Selena and the rest of the family with disbandment if they choose to go with him. Oh. But Selena manages to try and continue to be with Chris behind her father's back. So apparently, Selena gets more upset than ever and just wants to go out and get married now. Well, if because it would be the only way that Abraham knows that Selena's not going to give up on Chris. So they did, as they elope the courthouse, and well. Well, they planned to gently break the news to her family, but they were too late. A radio station had already announced this, and apparently, after that, Selena came home a day later, and Abraham tells Selena he is glad she made a mature decision, realizes she felt she had no other choice, and only wants her to be happy. And so, things are right back on track. The Cantonese congratulate them and accept Chris as part of their family and rehire him as a guitarist. Now, Jose Behar and music executives from EMI Latin attend the Selena concert and offer Abraham a chance for Selena to make a crossover album, and of course, it's an English language album, which Abraham accepts. Also, Selena opens her first Selena etc. or says it could be etc. boutique and has her fan club president Yolanda Saldivar to manage it. Soon after that, Selena's album Selena Live is nominated for a Grammy for Best Mexican American Album, and apparently she wins it, of course. And Selena begins recording her crossover album, which we start by hearing I Could Fall in Love, which I didn't know that was her because because a friend of mine gave me a tape of her singing various songs, and this was one of them. And then when I found out it was Selena, I was impressed. I have heard that song a time or two on the radio, and I've also heard "Dreaming of You," which of course would be the title of her crossover album. And after that, she convinces Chris to have children. Okay. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this film is just a real good flick so far. But now to the ending. You know the procedure. 5 seconds to sub the video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, continue on after the 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Selena's staff chip in to get her a gift to celebrate. Yolanda says she knows the perfect gift and suggests that they turn all the money over to her so she can shop for it. Yolanda gives Selena a ring that resembles the Fabergé eggs she collects, but makes no mention of the rest of the staff who contributed. One night, Abraham calls Selena to me about angry calls from fans who paid to join our fan club but received nothing. Other funds that Yolanda has been handling cannot be accounted for, and vital business records are missing. Yolanda is summoned to the company Q Productions and confronted by Abraham, Selena, and Suzette. Yolanda denies wrongdoing and says she will find the missing documents. Selena is very disappointed and is angry that her fans were mistreated. Soon, Selena enjoys her growing success and plays a show at the Houston Astrodome, which actually is where the movie actually starts out, and then we go back to see a little more, where she performs a medley of songs, which, of course, I actually have the movie on VO cassette, and actually it has a special feature of actual video of the real Selena performing that medley of songs. Abraham expresses his pride that she has broken down the cultural and racist barriers and found success. But after all that, Selena's just, hoping that she and Chris will be happy with a baby. And, we get to see her perform Dreaming of You. And once a rose comes down to her, this is when tragedy strikes. On March 31st of 1995, Selena meets Yolanda at a Days Inn motel in Corpus Christi to collect her missing business records. But this is where it happens. Is shot dead. Shot right there is severed the major artery, I believe. I recall hearing from her Behind the Music bit program on VH1 long ago. Apparently, Yolanda was the one who did. And apparently she's arrested after a standoff for like 9 hours with the police, and she's ready to kill herself with the same gun. And Selena's family and friends and fans mourn her death. A montage of the real Selena plays during a candlelight vigil. And that's the end. So, what do I think of Selena? I must say it's good in ways. It has its ups and downs, but more ups than downs, though. Now, I will admit, J-Lo shines at Selena. Now, young Rebecca Lee Meza playing the young Selena is pretty good, too, as a matter of fact. Edward James Olmos, good as Abraham. I mean, this was the only other movie I recalled seeing him in next to Stand and Deliver. Constance Marie playing Marcella, very good. John Seda playing Chris Perez. Mm-hmm. Jackie Guerra, who plays Suzette, and Jacob Vargas, who played AB. They were real good. I seem to recall Jacob Vargas was in Ernest Goes to Camp when he was young, and I know the same year this came out, he was also in one of my favorite movies, Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. I'm going to plan to review that. Maybe I'll review it next month. I just got to give my February schedule a last minute little tweak or two. But nevertheless, I will say everyone was pretty good. I gotta say the story was real good, but I gotta tell you the ending was a real shock because I didn't get to take the time to listen to much of the news on Music Wire until I got MTV on satellite 2 years later. And I saw that Dreaming of You was a big successful album, even at my Walmart store. I didn't know what this was all about, but after I watched the movie, I completely understood everything. And also after watching the behind the music on Selena, I completely learned everything about Selena. And I now know everything that happened. Anyway, the cast is good, story's good, um, and the music's good too. Dave Grusin's score is good. So just about everything's good. So the question is, would I recommend Selena? Well, I'm gonna say, yeah, go ahead. Well, it just has a little bit of misses and what have you, maybe in the story, but even so, I think J Lo shines as Selena. So that's about it. But anyway, if you have seen Selena, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you liked the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my January pickups and February schedule. I got it fixed up, but I might do some last minute tweaking. Find out, and well, stay tuned and find out. But thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of another J-Lo movie, and that being The Wedding Planner, which celebrated its 20th anniversary last week. Or go to the upper right-hand corner for my review of the Sandra Bullock movie, Miss Congeniality, which just celebrated its 20th anniversary last month. Or if you want another musical biography, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my review of Walk the Line, the story of Johnny Cash and June Carter, which also includes a ranking of my favorite Johnny Cash songs. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe to my channel. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya. And adios. Just ran for fun. Bye now.